I hear you breathe, but I can't see if you're right here next to me. Something's wrong, wasn't it fun? Is it now we're done? You get dressed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another quick unboxing for you all. This time around, this is a smartwatch. This is a Samsung Galaxy watch which I had purchased. And just to let you know guys, I also have a Samsung S3 Frontier. I've been using this watch for around 8 months. I bought this in the United States. So this is a 46mm version of it, and this is a US version. This is not an Indian version. And if you compare between the S3 as well as the Galaxy watch, both of the finish is pretty identical, but the S3 is typically bigger than the Galaxy watch because I bought a smaller version of it. So let's jump inside the box and see what all you get. So as soon as you open the box, you are greeted with the watch face. You have the Galaxy watch, you have the Samsung branding on the top, and on the bottom you have 4.2 centimeters and a Bluetooth written on it. So this is a 42mm and it's a Bluetooth version of it. You also have a cellular version which you do not get in India. You actually get it in the United States. And on the right side it's written the new upgrades version of it, which is a long lasting battery life. It will track your heart rate, it will track your fitness, and it's also water resistant. It's up to 50 meters, that is 5 atmospheric pressure, I guess. So that's something which is good. I don't think that was available on the S3. And once you turn the box around, you have the watch band size. So let's open the box. You're greeted with the watch face, and let's pull that out. Before I actually pull that out, let me show you the price of this particular watch. This is 25,999. But I actually bought this on an offer for 9,999. Yeah, that's a deal. That's actually a very good deal for this particular watch. Let's boot this on. As soon as you boot it on, you're greeted with the Galaxy watch logo. Now if you compare between the S3 as well as the Galaxy watch, both are pretty identical. If you see, S3 is pretty bulky. It has the pretty bulky feel, and the thickness between both the watches are pretty identical. S3 being a bit larger, it's a bit bulkier, it has a bigger battery, but whereas the Galaxy watch has a smaller battery. And also the strap is a smaller version of it. So this is 22mm strap, and the Galaxy watch uses 20mm strap. And both of these watches uses a quick release strap option. And if you see, that's 20mm strap. And one quick thing is that the heart rate sensor has been upgraded between the S3 and the Galaxy watch. You have a new heart rate sensor in the watch. So let me just turn on the brightness. So this is how the watch face looks like, and you have a rotating dial. You can navigate between different widgets using that particular dial. You could create reminders, and from the top you could pull down your notification. It'll have the battery meter, airplane mode. You could turn on the call volume. You have brightness control, settings, night mode, and pretty most of the options that you use are pretty accessible using the notification panel. It's similar to how you have it on an Android phone. You could drop down your notification, and the bottom button is a home button. When you click on it, it'll actually pull out the app menu. And if you compare between the S3 and the Galaxy watch, if you see, S3 is a bit bigger than the Galaxy watch. That's one of the reason why I bought the Galaxy watch, because if you see, the watch is pretty bulkier for my wrist, but whereas the S3 is not that great, not that bigger, so it actually looks like an identical watch. So let's keep both the watches aside and let's see what else you get inside the box. So here you have the charging brick. So it's a micro USB charging brick. You don't have the USB-C version of it. And then you also get the manual and the warranty card. And apart from that, you have two strap options. That is, you get a smaller strap which is pre-installed, and you get a larger strap. So I actually have already fixed the larger strap. And then you also have the charging cradle. This one thing which I really like on Samsung is that the charging cradle, you could just place your watch on top and it'll start charging wirelessly. That's something which is there. But if you see the cheaper version of the smartwatches, you have the pin type. So that's one thing which I like. And also this is magnetized. You have a small magnetic presence. That is, as soon as you keep the watch, it'll attract. The magnetism is not too great. It's just there so that you could align the watch correctly. And even the S3 version of the watch has it. So let's keep all these watches aside and let's jump inside the menu, and I'll show the different menu style and different apps that you get. So guys, I have the watch, and I'm going to quickly go through the different menu options that you have. And I'm going to use the watch actually is a touchscreen watch, as well as the dial has a navigation dial on the top. So on the right side you have the weather app, and you have different settings. Here the Samsung Health app, it will show the steps, calorie burn, number of floors that you have climbed, and the heart rate. You can add your contacts here if you want. This one measures your heart rate. I'm just going to quickly show it to you guys. Right now it's not going to measure correctly because I'm in a car, and I don't think it's the ideal place. You have to actually hold your hand still. So whenever the sensor is unable to detect your heart rate, it will actually give you a pop-up stating clean your sensor and attach the watch again. So here you could create reminders. This is your calendar, and the stress is actually a gimmick, guys. So it's just going to determine your stress level using your heart rate. That's something which is there. And add workouts. Here you have altimeter and barometer. The watch also has a barometer as well as the altitude meter. And if you want, you could add more widgets. You could download more widgets online. And as I stated, you have the rotary dial on the top with which you could navigate. Say if you're using a glove when you're driving. So at that point of time, the touch is not going to work if you're using a non-touch gloves. So that's the reason you have the dial on the top. And the bottom button is a home button. When you click on it, it will take you to the different menus, and also the touchscreen you have to press pretty good, so it's not that sensitive. And also there's an option where you could increase the sensitivity of the touchscreen, which I have not turned it on. And then inside the settings, these are the different menus that are there. Let's jump into watch faces. So here you could set your watch faces. You could turn on your watch face always on. I'm just going to turn off the watch always on option. So whenever you whenever you take your hand on the top, that is whenever you are going to see the time, it will automatically turn on. So based on the motion that you make. And then here are the sounds and vibrate options. You could set up different notification options. Displays, you could adjust your brightness, screen time, background style, fonts, accessibility, you could do that. And advanced, here you could set up what you want to do with the different options that are there. Like if you double press on the menu button, it'll actually turn on Bixby. And connections, this particular watch has Wi-Fi, NFC, Bluetooth, as well as location. So that's something which is good. That if you turn on location, it's really going to drain your battery, because this particular watch only has a 290 milliamps battery. Now coming to the battery, this particular watch lasts me around 2 days on a normal use. And that's just generally between connected to my phone 24 hours. And if you see, guys, I just got a pop-up on my screen whenever I get a new message on my phone. And on the left side, if you see, there's an orange dot, so that indicates that I have a new notification. I can read through the messages, I can reply using my watch itself, and also I can answer calls using the watch. That's something which is really good. Say whenever I'm driving on my car, I could just use my watch to answer the phone. Now the speaker of the watch is not that great, so you can't really expect much of clarity, but yes, it gets the job done. The microphone is really good. The other person who is on the other end really hears my voice pretty clearly. So I'm going to connect this watch to my phone, and I'll show the Samsung Wearable App. So what you would need to do is you would need to turn on your watch and download the Samsung Wearable App. It will automatically detect your watch. This is the app, and on the top you have the battery, you have the RAM usage, and you also have the total storage usage. When you click on the battery, it will show the different apps that are consuming your battery. If you want, you could clear your cache as well. And also from the app itself, you could set up different watch faces. Now you have a number of lots of watch faces that you have. So these are the different options that are there. Notifications, you could set up your notifications, which app should notify you, and also different apps. You could uninstall apps using this app itself, and you could also rearrange your widgets. So basically whatever you could do on your watch, you could also do it using this app. And there's something known as Find My Watch. So if you click on the start option, it will start beeping. The phone actually sends in signals to my watch, and it'll make a sound so that I could pick up my watch wherever it is. And then I have the Samsung Health app. Now this is integrated with my watch. So basically whenever I do a jogging, whenever I do walking, it'll automatically detect that I'm walking and I'm jogging. It'll congratulate me. And also whenever I'm pretty lazy, if I'm still for a long time, it'll give me a notification that I'm actually on the same place, and it'll ask me to get up and exercise or do a torso twist. And these are the different timelines that you have. You could actually track each day, each week, and also you can track your sleep using this watch. But being a bulky watch, I don't think it'll actually work out by tracking sleep. So guys, if you ask me, the overall watch experience has been pretty good comparing to the price of it, which is 9,999 instead of 25,000, because right now the price is around 24,000 rupees. I actually bought this on offer. One of my friend got Note 9, so that's the reason why I got it for 9,999, which is really a steal in that particular price. So if you're able to get this watch on a price which is 10,000 rupees, it's a perfect deal, guys. You could certainly buy it. If not, the S3 Frontier is pretty cheaper. It's actually around 19,000 rupees, I guess, in Amazon. That's actually much better option because it's bigger. It has a bigger battery. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned, and if you like my channel, do leave a comment section below, and do give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much.